we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
To the air, it's Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got a man, it's Brown. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave them nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Just keeps swinging it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Opening day, and might as well build a little drama with a third and goal early. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's a heat. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Clemson is quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I'll I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Reed. Using the quick game. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes it out of the 25, and there's room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Tigers want to move quickly. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Clemson set up with another first down.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. give to the single back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Swings it out to the flat. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're facing a third down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. That's reeled in. It's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands. It's Moore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Green. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. To the air on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clemson is quick to the line.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball.
You don't see that much. Complete the pass and still end up getting stuck with a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the poll. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Green. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. And And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll stretch this lead just a bit to 15-10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
What a
phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run the option. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Play action. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He fires a bullet to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fair catch, called for and made. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. He'll pull it on the read. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Just drives it between the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that one's way too far for everybody. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to fire on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. On the option. He'll toss it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question. They were going to go for it, they were going to hand it off, and they get the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
Makes a connection.
Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. LSU quick to the line.
Here on this ride.
The give from the gun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. He's brought down there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team. And here's the third interception of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off-play action on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
Brings up second down.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.